कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतान शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं। भद्रकाल्ये नमो नमः। वेद वेदांत वेदांग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधिता भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीं तामनुसन्धधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीं। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवैत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्ससुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव 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 वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हरे मुरारे हरे मुरारे। हरे मुरारे हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। वासुदेव 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 वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। वासुदेव 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 वासुदेव। बोलिए श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की। नमः पार्वती पते हर हर। हरि ओम। Let us chant from 18th verse. Shri Bhagavan Udara sarva evaite Jnani tatmaiva me matam Asthitas sahi yuktatma Mamevanuttamang gatim बहूनां जन्मनामन्ते ज्ञानवान् मां प्रपद्यते वासुदेवः सर्वमिति स महात्मा सुदुर्लभः कामैस्तैस्तैर्हृतज्ञानाः प्रपद्यन्त्यन्यदेवताः तन्तन्नियममास्थाय प्रकृत्या नियता स्वया कामैस्तैस्तैर्हृतज्ञानाः प्रपद्यन्तेऽन्यदेवताः तन्तन्नियममास्थाय प्रकृत्या नियता स्वया. We had seen the chapter with a difference. Bhagavan is telling about the how to get rid of the false within. Anything which will be false in me will set a wrong priority in my life. What I should not have my goal, that will become my goal. So my priority will decide my joy and sorrow, because what I am prioritizing, if that is not the priority of my prarabdha, there is two things. What I feel is very important, what I feel is very big, what I feel is very sukh pradhan. But my people and prarabdha around are contradicting this priority. Situation has not given me the money to know. It is not making my money priority a priority. For me, money was very important. Prarabdha is not giving any importance to my money. This is a problem. X person was very important for me. But that person for him, I am not that important. So prarabdha has given you certain things, and prarabdha will not care about what is your priority. When your priority, your most important issue, your most important desire, your most important matter around the people, it is not important, least important, then it will culminate in sadness, frustration, anger, dejection, and even depression also. My priority is X. Prarabdha has also given me priority. I wanted lot of money and prarabdha gave me. I wanted son, prarabdha gave me. Then you can say the person will have less frustration. But because you don't know what will become his priority tomorrow. I have money, I have son, I have wife, but I don't have a good health. I had paralysis. Money is there, son is there. Or my friend is not loving me whom I loved a lot. So, if anything other than the God will be priority, you will live a life of struggle from the prarabdha. You will fight with it. And you will work to overcome that. So it will never give us the solace and quietness that I want. And therefore Bhagavan has praised the Jnani Bhakt in Bhagavad Gita to tell that for him, I alone was the issue. That means if God is the priority, then I can do Karma Yoga, I can do Bhakti, I can see God, and I have to please Him, and He is everywhere, so I have no problem. You keep me in the hut or keep me in the palace. You keep me with very rich person, you keep me with poor person. Are you getting? You keep me with the high position, you keep me with the lowest position. My priority is not, my most important issue is not that, but important is purification of my heart, or pleasing the Lord, or making myself emotionally immune to the sorrows and joy given by the world. Toughening ourselves. I am toughening myself. That is called Karma Yoga. Toughening yourself through the action. I am not going to win. I am not going out to win, but I am going out to learn. I told you, one person was there at some city, 70s, he used to go for tennis play. So I said, he said, I am playing some tournament friendly matches. I said, you win? Well, no, I lose many times. I said, you are not sad? He said, I am not sad because I don't go to win. I go to sweat out. That example I liked a lot. He said, more I sweat out, more I feel happy. So it is not the question of winning there. It is a question of sweating out there. So, when you go out in the world, not to win, because again your priority will be wrong. Please be very careful what is becoming important. And very quietly something wrong will become important. You will not know also. Very quietly something else will become, you will develop sense of joy to that extent that you cannot live without it. Liking, I have certain things I like, but becoming very obsessed by what I like, that will become a disease. So I go out to sweat out my ego, my attachment, my dislike, my likes, my jealousies. Live with the person whom you are jealous and see how good he is, and develop that mind so that you and him can be fine. You are in terms with the God. Don't shift that point, because that will create a very big problem in the life. ठीक है ना? Please not. Jigyasu Bhakt, I told also Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, all will come in the Jigyasu Bhakt only, if you have not forgotten that point. So that is an important matter. What is important? It's not important what said, who said what I'll get. I get good food, bad food. Someday you get good, someday you will not get good. Someday you get good treatment, someday you not get good. Bad words, good words. सब होता रहेगा. My health and issue is not very big issue. Big issue is what thought I have developed. Has God become, has the self become more, you are more attracted towards that, or attraction is less? Is the world still a source of sorrow for you? That means prarabdha is not giving the position that you have given in the mind. For mother, child is everything. In school days we used to see. So there used to be annual day in the school. Annual day. Upon that annual day, sometimes award winning, the 4 houses were the red house, blue house, green house, yellow house, ऐसा कुछ था. तो उसमें lot of march past was there, and sometimes competitions were there. And you know competition, everybody will not win naturally. Somebody is good in athletics, somebody is good in chess, somebody is not good in all these things. I have never participated in athletics, never in chess, never. So I used to see sometimes mothers and father used to come. These mother father are mad sometimes out of children. So now when their child did not get the prize, so they used to get sometimes cry. Because a 100-meter race was there, and supposing that child could not compete, he was 7th. I mean, everybody has not practiced or whatever is there. वो दुखी हो जाते थे. आपकी priority नहीं होनी. And then they are saying, what can we do? I say that is not a priority. Don't make a wrong choices in life. Wrong choice will always take you to compulsive mind. Right choice will take you to free mind. If you have a wrong choice, you will create a wall inside your mind. Encourage him, let him win, let him enjoy, let him appreciate others. Maybe on other things, on subject, he may be very good. Maybe in English he is good. He is good in essay writing, or he is good in maybe dancing or singing. You don't know. I also used to see, but this thought never came to me that, he won, I did not win, because I never ran only. I ran away. They say, you will, I said, no, I will run away. I have no interest in any athletics thing. I have no interest. अच्छा कोई मजा नहीं आता था उसमें. Neither I used to go in all these areas, extracurricular activities, or some singing or dance or dramatics. All these things were not my area. Well, it doesn't appear to me. Never. कुछ हमें अच्छा नहीं लगता था. इसको आप पकड़ कर रखना. Don't divorce Gita shlok from your life. And I'm telling you, when you read Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, please, they are showing you. Jnani doesn't need to read all these things. It is not for Jnani to read. It is for us. Chalo bhai. So this, if you remember, 14th to 19th verse, just a quick recap. 14th to 19th verse was Bhakti Prakaran, Samsar, Bhakti Prakaran, which is required, Samsar Nivritti Karanam, Samsar Nivritti, how to remove the samsara. And before that, 13th verse, if you remember, was how one is caught. Then 7th to 12th verse, so Ishwar Swarupam. Then 4th to 6th verse is two kind of Prakriti. Third verse is rareness of this knowledge. Second verse was the subject matter of this chapter. And first verse was the sadhana and sadhya. So I understand. Who will study so much? Also, अच्छा है बस. You have to see how the topic has gone ahead. I only want to become little more serious students. This is the difference between SUP course and the yagnas. In yagnas, I'll straight away take the topic. Generally avoid taking Gita chapters because you can't complete all these things. So I'll take Bhakti in Gita. So this way you can cover different ways. But these are little difficult to cover. Again, first, sadhana and sadhya. Second is subject matter. Third is rareness of the knower of the self. 4 to 6 verse is para and apara, source of the world. Two kind of. 7th to 12th verse is Ishwar Swarupam. 13th verse is why people are deluded. 14th to 19th verse, Jnani Bhakt and Samsar Nivritti Karanam. This is in short. In synopsis is there. Well, I could not, 12 to 13 verse, what was there? Later on you can see. Okay. Now, 20th verse to 26th verse is Kamna Ninda. Bhagwan is in a different mood now. Kamna Ninda Where Bhed Buddhi Ninda. Second is Bhed Buddhi Ninda. Bhed Buddhi means where you are differentiating others. And third is Dev Puja without knowing the Ishwar Ninda. Three Nindas are there. Kamna Ninda. Second is Bhed Buddhi Ninda. And third is Dev Puja Ninda without knowing the Ishwaratva of the Dev. It is not Dev Puja Ninda. Dev Puja without knowing the Ishwaratva Ninda. You are worshipping the God, small demigods, without knowing that they are essentially of the main God. That Ninda. Ninda means censor. Criticizing that. Why? So that you don't trapped in it. Okay, let's now see the 20th verse. Three things are there and you will see. So 20th to almost, this goes to 26th verse. This goes to 26th verse, and 27th verse to almost 30th verse is Nishkam Bhakti. Nishkam Bhakti is there. So let's now move ahead. So, Kamais Tais Tair. Taihi Taihi Kamai. By those, by twice, because everybody has particular. जो भी, एक तो है जो कामना हो पूरी होती है, जो टैंक नहीं, whatever is there, जो whatever, respective, whatever desires you have. Therefore, twice there. Taihi kamaihi, by those desires, what is happening? Ratagyana, his knowledge is kidnapped or his knowledge is abducted. Yesterday also I had touched upon this topic. If you remember, there is Kamna Ninda is there. Why Kamna Ninda is there? Because it makes you feel totally present has lost, the serving capacity is lost. You are known at any point by your serving capacity at a respective time. How much I can give you, not in terms of object, but in terms of emotion, in terms of love, in terms of joy, in terms of puja, in terms of jap. So when I am having a kamna, so at that time I already have defined myself that I don't have joy. It is insulting the inner God actually. And this is where a person becomes incapacitated and helpless. So Kamna Ninda is there. Therefore I was quoting yesterday, Avratam Jnanam Etena Jnanino Nitya Vairena. So Kamesha, Krodesha, Rajogun Samudbhava, Mahashano Mahapapma Vidhi Enamiha Vairenam. Bole, know this as your enemy. So first thing what happened when you have lot of calm, that you are not a person who can love, you can serve, who can do puja, who can do jap. You are not creative. You are not very fulfilled by yourself. So by that less fulfilled mind, the mind is not in a very giving position. It is in a sucking position. It is not a seeker. This is one loss. You have lost the joy. So anything which you will do will not be giving you fulfillment. Your joy is somewhere in the future at some time, and it is totally not dependent on prarabdha, dependent on somebody else, X-person. If he comes and talks, he gives me money, or he calls me. And it is very common thing. This is a common thing. Kamna is very common thing. Don't think it is somewhere else. We are being talked about. It is not that some X-person is talked about. It is our own thing Bhagavan is talking about. This will appear closer than Vasudeva Sarvamiti. ये तो पहला नुकसान हो गया. Second thing what Kamna does, it throws your mind outside somewhere. What object is there, it comes inside in your mind. And you fantasize a lot. You try to praise, overpraising is of that object. कितना अच्छा, कितना अच्छा. It doesn't need so much of praise. It doesn't need so much of mental attention. You overthink on that topic. You overindulge, you overthink, overpraise, over. Ultimately, we get attached to it. And the result is that sadh sadhan vivek, or what is in my hit, is it good or bad? It is dharma or adharma. So dharma, the upcoming person loses dharmikta. So he will become adharmic. He will become unrighteous person. He will cross his limits now. And he doesn't care for anybody after that. There's a difference between kam and rag. Calm for a long, after you get an object and you want to procure it, that is rag when you want to break all the rules. You don't care about me, you, society, your future, nothing I don't. So this has become serious now. So the third problem is there. Okay? So a person becomes very, very adharmic he will become. He'll become, and dharma is the one which gives you a face everywhere, which gives you some kind of stand that this is what I have done. So you lose confidence slowly. You will break from inside. You are a disintegrated person. Gurudev used to say split personality, a broken person. Next problem with kamna is that all satsang what you have heard, anybody I always say is good because he has lot of things in his mind to support the right thing. Your mind is lit. It is well lit that this is what Bhagavan said, this is not your duty, this will result in the future of this action, you have anticipatory power, this is what Guru said, this is what Gita said. And this is how after so much of mental churning you come to a discussion. You have no faculty, tube light is off, so you have no references. That issue, that thought has overpowered and overwhelmed you, so you are like an intellectual paralysis has happened. I cannot do anything now. If you had not known Gita and then you had continued, maybe you will have less guilt. Less is you are very guilty about it. I gave the example, if you go to chowpatty and you are eating, up you have not known, but if you had known, somebody said, yes, come here. See that person who is making pani puri. See his hand. See his nails. See, he is sweating, he is doing like this again and again. He has not put on any gloves or something. Pani puri is very tasty. See? Arre yaar, you disturbed me while eating. Now I cannot eat properly. See, while he is talking so loudly, all his speed is going in that. When you are serving, don't talk at that time. Therefore, the mask was put. When you are serving, it is better to put on a mask. Therefore, Havan also, they don't chant very loudly. There's a way to chant so that the Havan Kund should not be polluted by my spit there. Now see. And now that he gives, and you are holding your that dona, और ऐसा करा, हाँ ले लो भाई. अब उसने दिखा दिया, my attention is on his hand now. The nails I saw some flies also. And in between he had cold also. He did like this. Didn't wash the hand after that to give more taste. अब आप खाओ. Gloves वगैरह तो अब आया है. When we were going, there was nothing called gloves. कुछ gloves कुछ था ही नहीं. ना ये सब ये तो कैप वैप लगा लेते ना वो. In the kitchen कुछ नहीं था. ये देखो. इनको याद आ गया. अब जो है एक ने कहा I'm quitting, I'm not eating. मैंने कहा कि वाह सो टेस्टी तो है यार, ऐसा तो नहीं कोई टेस्ट नहीं है इसमें. Anyway, I'll ask him to wash his hands. Hey भाई साहब, भैया, हाँ हाथ धो लो यार, हाथ धो लो. उसने कहा हाथ तो धोए हम. अच्छा धो लेता. The water is ever so dirty. Ten people's plate he put in the same bucket and he just rinsed it like that. बोले धो लिया, चलिए. अरे तुम हाथ धो, ठीक से धो भाई, आपको नहीं खाना, जाइए आप. अब दिस इज सीकर नाउ, न छोड़ पाए न ले पाए. अब उसके दिमाग में एक गीता चलती है, बोले स्वामी जी है सेड लाइक दैट, यू नो. मजा तो नहीं, सुख तो नहीं है, लेकिन थोड़ा बहुत सुख तो मिल रहा है, थोड़ा बहुत हल्का फुल्का सुख. भले ही दुख बाद में मिले, उसमें थोड़ा बहुत सुख तो मिल ही रहा है. दुख बाद में मिलेगा, देखा जाएगा यार, होगी जो सर्दी ब्याह होगा तो होगा, देखा जाएगा. इसमें तो सुख मिल रहा है, एंजॉय. दिस इज व्हाट द, अरे दुख विल हैव लॉन्गर टाइम सॉरो. अरे आई एम फेड अप ऑफ दिस होल डे टेंशन, होल डे स्टडीज, टू मच ऑफ सात्विकता इज देयर. हाउ मेनी क्लासेस, हाउ मच पूजा, हाउ मच जप. I'm a normal person. I can't have so much of control on myself, you know. I want some diversion. Oh, let us eat something, drink, something is spicy is required. Let us criticize somebody. Then let us do some gossip. Who is with whom? What is going on? Who is talking now? Whom Govind scolded? Let us find out. तब मजा आएगा कि क्या है. Whom Pankaj said no. उससे बताओ क्या हुआ रहा, क्या हुआ है. Something you do. रोज रोज कुछ तो enjoyment होना चाहिए. Life should be interesting. It is becoming one-sided now. Whom is सत्संग, रामायण सत्संग, भागवत सत्संग. अरे मर जाएंगे यार सत्संग सुनते सुनते. सोने का टाइम नहीं, इवनिंग ऑल्सो सुंदरकांड आगे बैठ गए. अरे हम रिलैक्स करें, सुंदरकांड. हाँ, अरे जामवंत के बच्चन सुहाए भाई, सुहाए. दिन भर से तो सुन रहे सुहाए सुहाए. हम जरा घूमे, ठंडी हवा लें, घूमे घामे, नाचें गाएं, खेलें कूदें, कुछ मस्ती हो. कुछ बातचीत भी करने, ऐसे हाँ हु कुछ हो, कुछ जोक्स वगैरह हो. आई एम फेड अप ऑफ ऑल दिस एनवायरनमेंट यार. टू मच इज दिस. कभी तुलसीदास जी आ रहे हैं, कभी पिपलाद आ रहे हैं, कभी भगवान कृष्ण आ रहे हैं. ये सब छोड़ते नहीं. फिर इसमें पिपलाद आ जाएंगे. फिर तीसरा क्वेश्चन, प्राण ले लेगा क्या? प्राण हमारा प्राण कितने बार है? प्राण लेके जाएगा वो. फ्रॉम प्राण हैज कम दिस. अरे भाई जान गए, समझ गए, प्राण आ गया कहीं से होगा. I tell you, it needs a lot of spiritual stamina to continue on this one. आप देख नहीं रहे हो रोज रोज. And if you come to Vedanta course, 6 classes, 6, and more heavy texts are there. And you will bhash what you are given, but you keep and don't read because you don't know how to read. So that Unveiled, Sanskrit, inverted gamma, this is samas here, this Unveiled is there, this sandhi is there, eco-energy is there, this checha sandhi is there. वो गड़ा क्या कैसे दिन रात पढ़ते रहो. Those who have done, you will understand that. But they alone are able to conquer their lower self and shine one day. ठीक है. So कामना के बहुत ही नुकसान है. Your faculty, your joy depends on what is the joy of God, what is the joy of Scripture, what is the joy of Guru, because they are more inner to you. Vasana is external to you than antaryami. What is external to you will not give you joy for a long time. Internal, more self, more it is expressed, nishkamta is there, more you can say, oh no, this is right, this is wrong. I have my points. I'm not in a flow. I'm not clouded. I'm not someone who is foolishly doing something. I've well thought about that. So Hritagyana. And why is that? Prapadyante anya devata. अब बताओ, कामना बड़ी गड़बड़ चाहिए. And कामना can make a person papi also. He can do lot of pap. Anybody who's in jail, either he is kami or he is krodhi or lobhi. Lobhi means he has taken a lot of money and he has, he has taken the money or he has stolen something. Or he is so krodhi that he hit somebody and the person died, or he, had the wife to death, and all these things are there. I have gone in the jail. Oh, you are a jailbird. No, not a jailbird. 3-4 times I have gone to give talks. Once I was in Riva, and very good. And really, as you see in the film, similarly the jail was there. And the superintendent of police and all this, flanked by all these authorities, I was going to give talk. 1,000 prisoners were there, and white dress they were putting on, so all sitting. And on the stage, all those police officers were there. So I said, let us have bhajan first. So they started bhajan. You know which bhajan? Hey Malik Tere Bande. Because that is also by the people in the jail. बड़ा अच्छा गाया उसने. हमने कहा भाई कि what is their crime? बोले they are life convict. Some have murdered their wives, some have hacked their father to death, some have, with the axe they had killed their wives, some had bombed. They are life convict. They are not that simple. And I asked, tell me in one word what made you come here. You know what was the word? Terrible anger. Some were rapist. काम क्रोध और लोभ ही है. And as I came down, one prisoner came. The police, well, don't come, don't touch him. He said, no, I want to put scent. A Muslim prisoner. He had scent. He said, yesterday only he shot 2 people. हमने कहा भैया यहाँ से चला जाए. So he put on me the scent. The first police people checked him, that hope he has not any pistol, etc. पापी हो जाता है आदमी, बहुत काम से पापी हो जाएगा. This was one. Other two I'll tell later on what happened. No, please tell them, more interesting than Gita. So kamai stair. भोपाल में भी गए थे एक बार ऐसा. अजीब सा लगा थोड़ा सा. कामई ही तही तही prapadyante. Now with this kamna, they had 2 choices. They tried to fulfill, but they could not fulfill. Now what they will do? 2 was there. There is something called God, something is called Devata. Ishwar and Devata. Now understand difference between 2. Ishwar is the one who is in charge of the whole Brahmand, what you saw morning class as the Hiranyagar Pran is there. He can destroy whole world, he can dissolve, he can create. Devata are there who are in charge of a particular ministry, particular power for a limited time. ठीक है ना. इंद्र देवता है, सूर्य देवता हुए, चंद्र देवता हुए, वायु देवता हुए, वरुण देवता हुए, यम देवता हुए. हाँ, Yamraj says to Nachiketa, when I was at your age, I propitiated to become this position. He has used that word in Kathopanishad. Ishwar is not one position. Number 1 difference. Number 2 difference is, you can ask to Ishwar also anything and you can ask Devata also. When you ask Ishwar, the result is he may give, he may not give. Why? Because he sees your past, future, what is good for you. Naradji asked for his face, Bhagwan did not give him. But if Naradji had asked any Devata would have given him. Devata are like businessmen. A child is there, he goes to a general shop. Tick shop. Tuck shop. Tuck shop it is called. General merchant shop is there, where everything you get. And that 4-year or 3-year boy said, can you give me a knife? He said, yes. He said, this is the money, 100 rand. So That shopkeeper will say, okay, take it. If the same knife he goes and asks to the mother, Mummy, give me a knife. Mother will say, why you want? No, I just want to play. No, you will not get a knife. Knife is not for playing. This is Ishwar here. One is businessman, other is Ishwar. Devata is not concerned what you do. The Devata will say, okay, this much of tapasya you have done, I will give it. That is the cost. So Devata are, if you worship Devata, that particular result is more sure. Then you worship Bhagwan. That time result will be sure, but after effect, that can be disastrous. Got my point? So anybody can worship Bhairav Maharaj, anybody can worship Indra, anybody can worship Shanichar Bhagwan, anybody can worship Shitala Devi. And they are limited. Varun Bhagwan, you went and see Bhagwan, he said, I can give you water. He said, Acha, Varun Bhagwan, our this tap, this water is not working, boring water. Can you correct it? Varun Bhagwan said, I will correct you. But Varun Bhagwan, I want eyes. This is go to Surya Bhagwan. This is not my department. So they're confined in their department. But what happens when you do Devopasana, you get quick results. When you get quick results, so you are more attached to that Devata, and you are not propitiating the Ishwar, and there is where this is the problem. If you are propitiating the Devata, thinking that his power is of that Ishwar, then that will not be a problem. ठीक है ना? 3-4 points, don't forget. So these people who are too much with desire, therefore these demons don't go to Lord Vishnu sometimes. They go to Lord Shiva because there's no, he can be easily propitiated. Ashutosh. He doesn't know my tricks. So prapadyante anya devata. Are you clear? Acha. But why? Prakritya. By their own nature. Prakritya means, Bhashkar writes here, Janmantar arjit samskar visheshan. You are born with certain nature. Certain nature is there. I sleep late. This is my nature. Or I sit and I start plucking the grasses. Or Swamiji, kaisa chal raha hai? All grasses are on. ये नेचर है सबका. और हर समय खुजली हो रही है हर जगह. और खुजलाते खुजलाते बात कर रहे हैं. और कैसा चल रहा? हाउ इज यज्ञ? यज्ञ इज गोइंग ऑन. हाँ, विच यज्ञ इज देयर? विच चैप्टर? Which chapter? This is a swabha. Some people know, while talking, they push you first. खोद देंगे, फिर बात करेंगे. Hey, सुनो. Why are you doing like this? आदत है ऐसे. सुनो, वो हैबिट में आ गया. सबकी हैबिट है अलग अलग. हैंड्स की हैबिट, लेग्स की हैबिट. Some people are there, they keep on shaking somewhere. Moment bhajan start, they will dancing. तो डांस शुरू हो जाएगा. मन तड़पत, भले समझ में ना आए, वो नेचर हो जाता है आदमी का. Some people are there, I have seen, always they will do like this. Very bad habit. I don't know you have seen or not. ऐसे विद्या है भाई, सरस्वती है यार. You take some, sponge with the water. That is there. वो कुछ ना कुछ हैबिट हो जाती है. प्रकृति, it is inner habit. I'm telling you, superficial habits are there. Some are there, they will keep on wasting their time in the night. अभी तो 11 बजे, 11:30 बज गया, 12 बजे. घूमो घामो, खेलो कूदो. Let's go out. Let's see how the cement. बड़ी अच्छी हवा चल रही है. Very pleasant outside is. Let us go and walk. Alarm will go off. Don't walk. Alarm will go off and you will be in the camera also. Moment alarm goes off, it is seen in the camera and it will be posted to me. Oh my God, I will not go for walking in the day also. Prithviraj posts it in the residence group. All around is there because security hazard is there. Yeah, habit है. कुछ नहीं तो बाली खींच रहे हैं. और how is it? कुछ ना कुछ टच करना जरूरी है. Can you keep quiet? A person will eat, तो उसके बाद there is no food, still he keep on licking. Or no need, take more food. Habit पड़ जाती है. ये superficial habit. Or something is there. Habit of calm may be there, to be more serious now. Lusty habit may be there. Angry habit may be there. Jealousy may be habit there. One person was there in Singapore. अरे नाम ले लिया. I was describing Lord Krishna's eyes. That person said, "You didn't see my eyes." Only describing Lord Krishna's eyes. I'm not joking. हम क्या बोले? हम क्या? Where is your eyes? Where is Krishna's eyes? नाराज हो गई महाराज. बोलो कि I'm going. हमने कहा अरे कंपटीशन, ईर्ष्या भी तुम्हारी कृष्ण भगवान से हो गई. कमाल हो यार, गजब के लोग हो. प्रकृत्या my habit is there. I like fame, supposing. I like attention. I like particular thing. I don't like this thing. And if it is coming from this birth, still you can manage it. But if the habit is of the past, it is very, very difficult. You will have a tough time if the habits are not okay. Now, instead of tackling the habit that demands of that likes, dislike is now. Now, he goes to the Devata. One person went to Shitalama. Shitalama is one Devi. And her vehicle is, I think, horse or donkey. Donkey is there. Donkey. So person propitiated Shitalama. He said, "Can you give me Uchchai Shravas horse? Horse which Indra has." She gave one slap. He said, "Why?" Well, if I had, I would have sat on this donkey. If I could afford that, first I will have. You should see the limitations in which we work. प्रकृति अनियता सोया. किसी को बच्चा ही चाहिए, किसी को लड़की चाहिए, किसी को लड़का चाहिए, किसी को ग्रैंडसन चाहिए. Go in the world, those who go to Vaishnav Devi, those who go to, do you think they are all Nishkam Bhaktis there? अरे खूब कामना रखते हैं लोग. My business should grow, my grandson should be there, my son-in-law should talk to me, this should happen. There are 1,000 things in the mind. Prakritya niyata swaya. Kamna ninda is there, and they are totally taken away by that kamna. अच्छा. कामान्य मन्यमाना कामभिर जायते तत्र तत्र मुंडक पर्याप्त कामस्त कृतात्मनस्तु यही वे सर्वे प्रविलीयन्ते कामा. कामभिर जायते तत्र तत्र. He is born somewhere else because of that kamna. अच्छा, then what he does? Every devata has their own rules. सब पूजा की अलग अलग. Somewhere you have to propitiate. While taking bath, you have to take mantra with the wet cloths on you. And head bath is required. In some pujas, some devatas are there. While water is falling, still you have to take mantra. Otherwise that fruit will not come. Maybe he will give another fruit if you wrongly did this japa, etc. Some are there, you will not believe. Some pujas are there where you have to do the jap without clothes. ये भी एक ये है upasana. No clothes should be there on the body. Somebody one day called me and he said, "I am doing this upasana." I said, "First put on clothes, bhochu." Some clothes, some is there. Some are up there, you have to go to Shamshan Ghat. You have to go to cremation ground and you have to take one corpse is there, then you have to do mantra sitting near the corpse. That is there, tab siddhi ho jayegi aapko. And you have to, some grams are there. You have to throw that grams in the night in the mouth of the corpse. And if once the corpse does ऐसे करता है तो मतलब सिद्धि हो गई. हो जाता है ऐसा. तम नियम आस्था है. They have own their norms. तुमको क्या पता? इतनी तांत्रिक पूजा होती है. They say black magic, whatever is there. Every devata has different likes. He doesn't like that. Bhairav Maharaj, you have to offer wine then. Bhairav Maharaj को तो wine चढ़ेगा. He wants solid XXX rum. वो विस्की वगैरह लेंगे आराम से अपनी. उनको चढ़ेगा. क्या क्या बताएं आपको हम. अब I went to Nepal. Hare Baap. Here was the temple, our Pashupatinath. Near was Deviji's temple. Up, everybody is offering the goat and all these things, full of blood. Man gabada jata hai to see blood and all these things. And they are taking, here also the Isipin goat is there, famous for all these things. Rooster they sacrifice. Easter and rooster go together. You not have it. Easter they go. So, yeah, you cannot have flexibility now. You are going to a businessman, you can't have flexibility. I'll give you money later on. He said, no, you cannot give later on. Money, mummy hai, daddy hai, oh, dekh lenge, never mind. But they could have asked Bhagwan straight away, because they know that Bhagwan may give, may not give. Bhagwan did not give all the thing because Bhagwan says, no, you don't need it. If I give you money, you will become drunkard. Better you remain poor. अब वो कुबेर की पूजा करोगे, वो कुबेर दे देंगे आपको. You go to casino then. मेरे भगवान, So there is a loss. There are all the losses are there. But why? But Devata, why they are getting so much power? Bhagwan says now, yo yo yam yam tanum bhaktaha shraddhayarchitum ichhati tasya chalam shraddham tameva vidadamyam. यो आ गया ना, इसलिए यो का नाम गीता में भी है. बताना उससे कि गीता भी नाम है आपका. कि डॉग का नाम यो है. शंकराचार्य भगवान तो लपेट के देते हैं. He gives one slap. You know what is written? यह commentary कामी. And why twice it is said? Why? Whosoever he may be lower caste, upper caste, rich, poor, कोई भी हो. Yam tanum. Yam means whatever form is there, you can make this paperweight. And every day you put chandan here and do worship. न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकम नेमा विद्युतो बांधिगतो यमग्नि. This will have the power to give you some fruit. In the houses they make that by the the cow dung is there, and that gives the fruit. Yo yam tanum bhaktaha shraddhaya architum. He does with shraddha. So he will get the fruit, of course. I I increase the Shraddha of that devotee. How? By giving him the fruit what he wanted through the Devata. But he does not recognize that the fruit is got through me via him. He only sees that fruit only Shanichar gave, or only Rahu gave, or only Ketu gave. Bhagavan, it's a positive sign or a negative sign? Both. Why both? At least he has some support. At least he will get something. Kabhi hai, koi chalo kar raha hai. So he has become sakam and devta oriented. At least he will not be world oriented, and he is not going to sorrow, depression. At least some way is there to propitiate his kamna. If a person does not have that faith in God, he doesn't have any faith in devatas, and he wants lot of money, and he does not get it, so he will go into sadness, depression. So there is some way out to satisfy him in some manner. At least he has some window there. This is a positive point. This is advantage. And he will be convinced that there is a devatas are there. He will become more careful about his action. That if I do wrong, I will get the bad fruit of action. So this is a positive point. He will be a God-fearing person. Like, you went to Shingnapur, if you remember. Shignapur, not Singapore. Shignapur. Shani temple is there. I think we also have gone. And there, Shani temple is there. Shani temple has no roof. It is only one block of some stone is there. Shani Bhagavan. Ab that devata in that particular city is so powerful, if anybody steals, he dies or he has diseases. So no doors will be locked there. No stealing is possible. Nobody can steal there. Don't try. So when we went this time also, I think when we went for Jyotirling Yatra and Trambakeshwar and Shirdi also. So from Shirdi it is 1-2 hours. So they offer oil. वो शनि देव है. डर तो हो जाएगा, डर लगता है सबको. Who is not afraid of शनि? गलत करोगे तो शनि will catch you. So there is some benefit that you have some way to get your kamna. I don't have a son, I don't have a daughter, I don't have a husband. कुछ तो करो तुम. Please note, niyam is required. But what is the disadvantage? Disadvantage is like a sleeping pill is there. Sleeping pill is good. Why? Because it will make you sleep well. You can sleep well with the sleeping pill. What is the disadvantage? Addiction. Then you are habituated to that tranquilizer. For pain tablets are also like that. So pain goes away, but you are addicted to that pain tablet. And every pain tablet is very harmful for your kidney. Doctors say don't take it more than 3-4 months. It will affect your kidney or stomach. It will damage the vital organ, they say. They say, okay, extreme condition only you take this tablet. But I get really fast. लगता है दर्द तो चला जाए यार, मरे जाए जो भी हो. So Dev Puja is like that. You get something, but you get addicted. You don't go more. This is the disadvantage. Ultimately, it becomes an obstacle to know the God. It is something like that. Only somebody sees only this part of mine, this hand of mine. Well, this hand gives prasad. Bas, isi ko tum hi ho mata, tum hi pita ho. But whose hand is there, you should know that. Gita is moksha shastra. Gita does not want you should be addicted or caught up in something and you should have rebirth. It wants to free you from all sorrows at all times. Bole Bhagwan, but why you put the Shraddha? Your Shraddha. I put the Shraddha so that he has something to give. Devata is not giving the Shraddha. This hand is deriving its strength to give from my main body. Hand by itself has no power to give that unless it's associated with the main body. But you think I am the hand only. Shall I give the example? Satrajit. Satrajit is in Bhagavad. He was Surya Upasak. Surya Upasak. When he was walking, he was so dazzling, nobody could see him also. And he was given Samantak Mani. But he didn't believe in Lord Krishna. You just get caught up in some devata, like some organization. They are only, obsessed by their own small programs. They don't break and try to see something more knowledgeable is there, something bigger is there. 40 years they are reading the same thing every Saturday, every Tuesday. They don't know that we should grow and there is something more. They should know something is wider than what I have. उसी के साथ लगे रहते हैं. This is the problem. Please note, organization is for truth. Truth is not for organization. I am organized for that. I should go to truth only. This is the problem now. And this can't give you moksha. It will take you to rebirth because it has fulfilled your desire and your desire is said no. Remember I said Dev Puja is not Ninda. Ninda is Dev Puja without Ishwarat. I know Shani Bhagwan is giving me because of main God. And same thing Satrajit did not believe Bhagwan Krishna. Bhagwan Krishna said, you give me the money and take the money, give the gold. It was giving few kg of gold every day, that money. He said no. Khub jhagda ho gaya in log ka. Ultimately he was killed by Shatadhanva. Same thing happened with Ravana. Same thing happened with Kumbhkarna. They were all Devapasak. Brahma ji ko khush kar diya sir. Brahma ji gave, Are bhai, you should have gone to Shivaji's Upasana and know the nature of Shivaji. So Bhed Buddhi does not go by Dev Puja. And all these Rakshasas, they are all Pujaris, Dev Pujaris, and they will still Bhed Buddhi. They will sometimes do something wrong. So Sakamta Ninda is there. First time I said, well, if I worship God, good thing then. Even if you worship God with Sakamta, you have to slowly know that one who is giving is so much. More than what is given, giver is important than what is given. And therefore, you have given me, so I think, who are you? And therefore, if Arth and Artharthi don't become Jigyasu, it is Ninda only. You are Arth and you are Artharthi, and you should have now gone one rung ahead in the ladder and not stop there only. There is something more, and your life is short. Arth Artharthi life should be short, and Jigyasu Jnani life should be bigger aspect of life, should be Jnani and Jigyasu Pradhan, and not the Arth and Artharthi Pradhan. That should not dominate. It's okay. Now you got the God, now you go and see the God. Let's move ahead now. Don't be in the same class. Are you getting? I am getting everything. I am very tired actually. And therefore Bhagavan is doing the Ninda of Sakamta also, of Dev Puja also, of Bhed Buddhi also, and of those Artharthi who have not progressed also. Because your time is limited. You are not getting unlimited time in human birth. You are 60 years, 70 years, and you know how time flies fast. Every day I write a date. I said, ek din aur beet gaya. The speed which the day is passing is very fast than what we are progressing. Fast. And there is numberless work and numberless thing to address. So we are not progressing in that sense. Bhagavan is not happy. And therefore he is saying, you should have gone ahead. You should have known that Shivji, whom you worship, Mr. Ravan, is also in Sitaji. Rather than Shivji, Aradhya is Sitaji. Because of that only he left Satiji. Is not your Shivji in Ramji? Vasudev Sarvam Yadi, why did you not understand? And Shivji is the guru of all gurus, Mr. Ravan. Why didn't you go and understand the Vedant from him that Vasudev Sarvamiti, only one self is there? Matta Partaram Nanyat, other than self is not there. Why you stop only an Upasana level? This is the Ninda there. So there is no rid of sorrows. There is a temporary symptomatic relief they will give, but the problem of ignorance, the problem of vasana will throw the person to the next birth and it will not take away his sorrows. Bhagavan is very upset when something is going to make you sad. Today, don't make a life that after 10 years also I have to be sad because of this nature of mine. After 20 years, I have to be angry. I have to be very depressed because of... I should not have any seed of any sorrow for anything. This is what Bhagavan wants. And therefore he is hammering. And somewhere he becomes very harsh, ruthless. Because he is a teacher. He is a Jagat Guru. Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. Here you go, getting my point. Sakam Bhakti is a good breakfast with a bad dinner. You can start with it, but you cannot end with it. God has given me a lot. It is not for taking, but to know that who has given, now let me go to him. And think, I love you because you give me sweets. I love you because you give me money. But I don't love you without money and without sweet. How will you feel then? I love Bhagavan Krishna because he gave me child, or he gave me money, or he gave me power. Bhagavan kehte nahi. Don't treat me like a devta. Treat me like Aishwar. And try to move ahead. You are my Artharthi and Arthabhak. I am not satisfied. You have to move ahead. And therefore, Bhagavan did not tell to Arjun about Bhishma. He didn't create any hatred for Karna, etc. But he is telling the knowledge of the self so that you can be out of this cage called the world. And your new body you will get. Again you will have child. Again you will become mother, father. Again you will have husband, wife. These birds, husband, wife are less. Again you will be having other issues. Again you will have diseases. कब तक ऐसे पड़े रहोगे? Okay. समझ गए ना? Ishwar Bhakti. And some people treat Bhagavan Krishna also as a devta. If they don't know, go to the essence. They treat Shivji also as a devta. Rama treated Shivji as a devta only and not the Sarvyapi Ishwar. They treated him like a devta, as if he is a milking cow to get anything out of upasana. But not for to know that he alone is there. And this is where Bhagavan is not happy about it. ठीक सतया श्रद्धया युक्तः तस्याराधनमीहते लभते च ततः कामान् मय्येव विहितान् हितान्. Sa means that particular upasak, Shraddhaya Yukta, he is endowed with lot of faith in Shanishwar, in Bhairav Maharaj, in some kind of Devta. He puts on black dress, he puts on white dress, he puts on that particular mala, that particular ring. Acha? Tasya radhana mihate. He does aradhana. Acha? Labate chatata kaman. Ultimately he gets that fulfilled. Like Banasur. Banasur propitiated Bhagavan Shiv with 1,000 arms. Bhagavan Shiv used to do tanda and he was playing cymbal. Dhalam, dhulum, dhalam, dhum, jatatavi, kalajjala, brava, bhavitastale. Bhagavan Shiv gave 1,000 arms. Already he had. He said, what do you want? He said, you should guard my place. अब ये मांगने की चीज है. My kingdom you should guard. भगवान guard बना दिया शिव जी को. Ultimately when भगवान कृष्ण came, खूब झगड़ा हुआ शिव जी का भगवान कृष्ण जी से. बोले इसने पागल है, इसने गार्ड करने के लिए बोला, क्या करे. Ultimately भगवान कृष्ण cut all his hand except 2-3 hand was remaining. तो आदमी पागल हो जाता है. He is not knowing the essence. मोक्ष नहीं मांगा, ज्ञान नहीं मांगा. Any good doctor will say, see, I will not give you temporary relief. I think you should go for checkup and see what really get out of the main cause of this problem. Labate chatata kaman maya ev. I alone am giving that. Bhashaka writes, Parameshwarena sarvagena karma phal vibhagyataya. He only knows who should get what fruit at what time. Karma phal vibhagagya. He knows this person, he has done 10 malas of jap, but his mind was totally running, so fruit will not be there too much. He desired. Acha, he slept also in between. 2 malas he slept. He was just moving his hand but was sleeping. So fruit नहीं मिलेगा. इसका फल कम कर दो. He knows everything. And now Bhagavan says why one should not be into this trap and why one should grow over from Sakam Dev Puja to Nishkam Ishwar Puja. We will see it tomorrow. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namah. Hari Om.